Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Fed Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. And today is September 1st, 2023, and today is Friday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, Cisco keeps on inching higher to new record highs for 2023. But first, looking at today's major economic events. So at 2:30 South African time, out of the United States, we have a non-farm payroll number coming out. That is super important. Now looking at the various markets going into this number, starting out with the Forex symbols, the euro fades and sells off after a nice move upwards. And looking at the indices, the Dow Jones sells off while the NASDAQ remains unchanged. Looking at commodities, gold unchanged while oil gains higher. Now looking at the stocks, it's a little bit of a rift there, but we're looking at bank stocks sell off, techs remain steady. Now lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin faded as well. After that spike earlier in the week, it completely sold off. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go with the Euro USD. You can see this nice fade opportunity from 109.40-ish level. That's pretty high for it to fade off to 108.03-ish level. So a decent move there as this completely faded out. Now, I did say this. I said this the day earlier that this looked like a short covering and it's a dead cat bounce, which means that it's really like, it looks like it's going to get stronger, but really it's not getting stronger. It's just short covering because all these people that are short all this way down have to cover their shorts, and then it creates this spike in the market. Now, we completely faded it, and we look like we're going to challenge this 200-day moving average. If we do break it with some momentum, we could see further selling there as well. Now, jumping into gold, not doing much. 1938 from yesterday, really day-to-day unchanged. But looking at crude oil, look at that, back at the 83-ish level. And yes, this rally has something to do with the hurricane hitting Florida and upsetting some of the but actually the delivery of oil there. So this is really a major stuff. So we are back at resistance-ish level. And so as long as we don't break above it, we'll probably fade from this move as well, as the hurricane looks like it's been done with. Now jumping into the Dow Jones, it sold off a little bit, okay, but not something major. But the bank stock sold off, and that's important because that really reflects on the Dow Jones, not on the NASDAQ. You look at the NASDAQ unchanged day to day. Really, it did nothing yesterday in terms of all intents and purposes. Now, let's look at the individual stocks. So we said the bank stocks sold off. So let's take a look at JP Morgan. There we go, 146 down from its 156-ish level week to week. That's a significant retracement. Now, we are getting into supportish area. And going into September, remember, September 4th is going to be that Monday, and that is a national holiday in the United States. It's Labor Day, so the markets will be closed. So just be aware of it, that we may bounce off of this area going into this number. Now looking at the other markets, Cisco, okay, 57.33, kept on going higher. I mean, this really is just sitting there on its highs and just retracing just a little bit, but it's been pretty strong. And you can see that with the volume following through on the upside as well. So this is really something very important because Cisco is a bellwether. It's a major corporation that has given us direction of the market before. Now jumping into the other markets, Apple did gain a little bit, 187, but didn't really fall through. Facebook just unchanged day to day. So things are kind of like very selective right now. Okay, so keep that in mind as that is also happening, that we're not trading across the board. It's not, everything across, but it's the end of the summer. So just expect this. Lastly, looking at Bitcoin, look at that fantastic fade opportunity. We had that spike. And what happens after a spike? We get a fade. And that's what we call a fade, meaning that the spike is really fake. The rally, this move upwards is really fake. It's an opportunity for somebody to play the opposite move because the initial move is almost impossible to catch. So keep that in mind. These type of opportunities are a dime a dozen in the market. I can't count them enough, and really very easy opportunity to make money on the markets. This is Fed Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day and a great weekend. Thank you.